don't know. My little dumb ass like, I'm still wondering, how the fuck he know? Until we got down the street, and you should have seen the look on my dad's face when he seen Stevie walking with me. Like, what the fuck? Nigga, you supposed to be in school. What the fuck? I never in my life would thought a nigga in the second grade would skip school. But I'm like, y'all told me to follow orders. I'm not skipping. Sparky told me to do it. I'm doing what y'all told me to do, which is listen to my elders. Y'all told me when Sparky say stop, stop. He say don't cross the street, don't cross the street. Whatever these niggas tell you to do, you do. That's what they told me. And I got in trouble for doing exactly what they said. So Stevie gets to the house, puts Rich in his pocket, and get this nigga $5. I said, what the fuck that for? After I got a whooping, which this nigga was crying while he was whooping me. That's why I say I really ain't never had no whooping. Because he wasn't hitting me hard. He was crying while he was whooping me because he had never whooped me before. He didn't even whoop me in the house. He took me next door to his mama house, upstairs in her bedroom, and whooped me. Ain't that some shit? And he was crying while he was whooping me. He hit me a couple times. I started crying because he broke my heart. I did everything that I was told to do, and I still got a motherfucking whooping. So that's why I cried. No, the whooping didn't hurt. It hurt my heart. Oh, the whooping wasn't shit. He was just trying to make that noise so his mama, cause she the one that told him to whoop me. Wilma the one that told Butch to whoop him. That nigga was crying more than I was. That's me. This nigga hurt my heart, hurt my motherfucking heart. I ain't even did shit. But boy, that would have been the perfect motherfucking day for us on Mark Twain if I didn't get whooped that day and if Stevie didn't snitch. But God worked things out because it was supposed to be found out because I didn't never want to skip in the first motherfucking place. You know how much school I was missing? I missed a lot of school in the first grade. I'm sorry, it's second grade. So I was 7. 6 or 7. Wait, kindergarten, 5. 6, first grade, 7. So I was 7 years of age. Second grade, you 7. So I was 7.
Second grade.
I was in the second grade. The teacher name was Miss Dickerson. She was the teacher. She was the second grade teacher at Edison. At Burns Middle School. I beg your Miss, I beg your pardon. That's the thing the fuck she would say. London. Like you couldn't say, like sit down and you say something smart. I beg your pardon.
And Walter.
Anything you motherfuckers say that wasn't right, I beg your pardon. And this is the way she said, I beg your pardon.
I beg your
pardon. Ain't that right, all y'all niggas that had Miss Dickinson? Y'all still remember that shit? She's like, you ain't gonna never be shit. She ain't say it like that. You don't never come to class. You gonna be just like him. Like this little boy that was in the class. You gonna be just, that's what Miss Dickinson said. You gonna be just like him. Hey, bitch, the first time I knew she was a liar is when I was in Sports Illustrated at 15, 16. I was like, what? I'm in Sports Illustrated. Then when I got to college, I really was like, yeah, you lied again, bitch. Then I was on TV, then I won championships and shit, and got championship rings and shit, transferred from colleges and shit. I was like, damn, this bitch was way off. Then I got to law school, I was like, this bitch is criminal. You know, shit got a little different. Then I'm like, you know, when I got to law school, my major was law and shit, and I started thinking back, like, you know, that was child abuse. And this bitch could go to prison for that. How many motherfucking kids have you said that shit to? But it was funny. She like, you gonna be just like him. It was a nigga in my class shit. This nigga, I'm like, we in the second grade. This nigga, life ain't even started yet. You gonna be just like him when you get older. And I'm looking at this nigga, hey, what the fuck did you do? You in second grade. That shit was funny. That was funny. You gonna be just like him. This little nigga, I'm looking at this nigga. But you know what? I told the little nigga, I was like, look, man. I told him we was little geniuses. I told that nigga, I said, she don't know what she talking about. You in the second grade. You ain't even had, you know, I'm thinking like a kid. You ain't even got no kids yet. You ain't got no kids. You ain't got no job yet. That's what I'm telling this nigga. I'm consoling this nigga confidence and building his self-esteem up in the second grade to let him know that bitch don't know what she talking about. In the second grade. But
Burns
I wouldn't have
Elementary,
been
Detroit,
behind in the second grade if
Linden,
Marky ass wouldn't have
and
me
Terry.
skipping. Man, we skipped so motherfucking much. For real.
Miss Dickerson. Hello,
We
Miss
skipped so
Dickerson.
much, man. Like, for real, this shit is ridiculous. And that's how they found out. Well, the bitch supposed to had turned me in a long time ago when she knew that I wasn't coming. When she, you know, she was taking attendance. She was supposed to send a note to the house. When it got to 60 days, this nigga ain't been in class in 60 goddamn days. I mean, they wasn't a straight 60 days. And it wasn't like we wouldn't come to school every day. It was like we miss 3 days or 2 days 1 week, 3 days another week. But then this nigga was split. Sparky was so brilliant and shit. We'd leave early, you know, during lunch period, during lunch hours, or they would send notices and say, he got to go home early. These niggas was geniuses in elementary. You see the clothes that we got on? Like the picture I just posted today, May the 5th. The picture is us in suit jackets. And we look very debonair and very, well, they look educated. I look like a little ass kid that's, as you can see, being controlled and told what the fuck I can and can't do. And if you look, that's my cousin. That's a female. She got her hands on my chest,
Keela.
talking about some step back. And then if you look at Sparky picture, his eyes, he
Keela
like
Robinson.
controlling like what the fuck is this camera? What you got the camera on this nigga for? Why y'all got all this picture taking? He got his chest up too, like, you know, I just put on the picture, I am my brother's keeper. Am I my brother's keeper? Because one thing you couldn't do, you couldn't fucking touch me.